Howdy folks, so I hope you're well. So today I'm at Karl Donnelly's place, Jackpot Lofts. And Karl, if you've been looking on Facebook, you'll see that he's been setting up a breeding centre, and he's specifically aiming at one-loft races. So let me show you around of what Karl's got going on. So this here is his holding area, and these are birds going out to one-loft races. So Karl's focusing on the one-loft races. This is why I've been super excited to see what he's got going on, because as you know, if you've been watching me before, I really like the one-loft race stuff. I think it's the future. And what Karl's doing is putting together a stud to focus and feature in the one-loft races. So this is his holding area here. So these birds are all going out to one-loft races. He's got some more holding area here and some more. So as you can see, it's a big setup. So that's all, that right there is all one-loft race holding sections. And then in here, you've got, I'll talk about the bloodlines in a little bit when I go into the other building. We've got more yet, right? So this is going to be set up with breeding boxes, and these birds are going to be producing kits. So for people that want to buy racing kits, this is going to be where they're produced. So this whole section is going to produce racing kits at very competitive prices. So this is building number 1, and then what I'll do is I will show you over to building 2. So building 2 is here. So let me show you what's going on in here. So in building 2, this is where all of the main birds are. So it's all individual breeding pens, and as you can see, it's a hell of a setup. And I've been watching Karl on Facebook building this. Is the first time I've visited here. It's a hell of a setup. So all of these birds, individual breeding pens, and there's some absolutely amazing birds in here. So let me highlight a few birds to you. So this bird here, you get that focus right. That bird there on the nest, that's the $1 million race bird that Karl got. I handled that bird earlier. Let me try and get the focus better for you. So let me try, I'm just trying to get, so that bird there on the nest, he's the $1 million bird, and he's now back at Karl. So this was 2 years ago, I believe, that Karl raced that bird, and if you look at his website you'll see more about that. But I handle that bird. He looks an old bird, but obviously he's only 2 years old, 3 years old, sorry. So we've got more of these birds. So what Karl's doing, as I said earlier, is he's focusing on producing a one-loft stud for one loft races. I'll give you some of the pedigrees of these birds. So this is the pedigrees of these birds here. And he's got, which I was really impressed with, he's got some Mike Gannis birds. I believe that's a Mike Gannis bird there. So he's gone to the best, and he's got the best one loft birds around at the moment. Mike Gannis is, as you know, probably know, one of the best one loft racers around. He owns probably the best one loft stud of birds there is. And Karl's gone and done it right, and he's got birds off Mike Gannis, and some of these birds here are Mike Gannis's birds. And then we've got more here. I particularly like this bird here. I really do like that bird there. It's my kind of pigeon, that. And I'll show you some pedigrees of the birds. So this pair here. These are the pedigrees of these birds. So it's a hell of a setup, and I'll be honest, it's pretty mind-blowing. So here you've got a bird out of New Blixham, Vanderbilt, and the dam is Eagle Blackie 2. And then the other bird is Gilbert with Blixham Blackie 2. This pair here. Let's see what we got here. Pure Jan. This one's a sister to the 6 National Ace bird. Swing Blixham here as well. So this is a really impressive pair. This here is out of Eric Lindbergh's, probably the best breeder around. So this is a child of Eric when mated to a full sister to New Blixham. So we're talking some pretty damn classy birds here, guys. And then this is the other pedigree, Blixham Ace and Blixham Blackie 1. So yeah, and there's a bird down here I wanted to show you. This bird here. I handled this bird earlier on, that one there, and it is stunning. Really lovely bird to handle. Really lovely. So yeah, so what we got here is we've got 2 buildings, and these buildings are particularly like this bird here. Let me try and show you him. The one on the nest as well. And what we've got here is actually my goal, my dream. Just 1 second to get that. What Karl's done here in these 2 buildings is actually what I want. He's got all the single breeding pens, and he's focusing on the one loft races. And his goal with all of this is to put a stud of birds together, of the very best one loft race birds there are. That's quite a good shot. I'll show you that as well. That gives you a heads-up view of the main single pair breeding facility. It's quite a good shot that demonstrates how good this is. But yeah, what Karl's done is he's kind of, as like I said to him on Facebook before I actually got to meet him, he's kind of given me the inspiration and the motivation to think, actually, this is specifically, this is my vision. This is what I want. What he's got here, he's got these single pens, breeding pens. He's got some of the best one-off race birds around, and he's got all of the holding areas. So he's now able to, with these holding areas, he's now able to plan birds that he's putting into one-off races himself. Like I showed you, if you missed it earlier, these holding pens here are birds that are going into different one-off races. So some of these birds are going to be sent out to Africa next week. So he's got the holding pens here for that. He's got his single breeding pens. Let me just show you some of these birds here. And we've got more. And like I said earlier, in case you missed it, this area here, he's making this into another breeding section, and he's going to start producing kits of birds for sale as well. So you don't have to just be spending the big money. You can buy really competitively priced kits that gives anybody the chance to get some of these great birds. But yeah, what he's done here with this building and this facility is he's essentially given me my vision of what I want to create. This, what he's done here is what I want. I want single breeding pens, and I want to be able to, over a period of time, realistic period of time, get together a good stock of birds and compete in the one-off races. And that's what Karl's doing, and he's been doing very well at it. He's had some really major results, and it's working out well for him at the moment. So yeah, that's around Jackpot Lofts' new facilities, which are still being finished off. But as you can see here, this I'll show you this side as well, actually, while I'm out here. This is it, and what a great place it is too. So I hope that's been of interest to you. Let's see if we've got any comments on here. Well, if you're driving, you can watch it live again. It'll be posted on my Facebook timeline, so you can watch it again. And it's always, all of my videos go on Racing Pigeon International. Martin says you need German birds for winning one-off races. Well, some of these birds, I know the Germans have got some damn good one-off race birds. But Karl's been doing pretty well so far with what he's been doing. Thanks, Martin. It is amazing loft. It is a wow setup indeed. Like I said, inspirational, and something I want to be aspiring to get going. Garrett Hennessy, best one-off flyer in Ireland. I agree. Hopefully in a few years' time people will be able to say that about me in the UK. It is amazing. Thanks, Leslie. So there's Karl, Karl's Lofts, Jackpot Lofts. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you give me time for a quick cup of tea and a little catch up, I will be going live again in the next 20 minutes or so, and I'm going to be showing you around the Flanders collection of Sheldon Leonards and Yannicks. So I'm going to be going live from there. I'm going to be showing you around their shop that they've got, and I'm going to be showing you around some of their birds, and hopefully we can get Sheldon to explain some of the birds in there as well. So 15-20 minutes or so, I'll be going live at fbipigeons.net, and you can see around their birds as well, and that's another pretty impressive setup indeed. So I will go there, so make sure you tune in, and I will catch you soon. Thanks for watching. Keep it real and keep flying.